Welcome back, my friends, to TFT Hyper Roll with Autarch as we continue on our journey through gold forecasts. Heading into the first set of augments, not exactly sure what we're doing. We're going to see what this gives us. Once we see Boiling Point and we have a 2-star Ahri on the bench, pretty sure that's the direction I'm going to go because Porcelain Arcanist can be very strong. Went ahead and slammed items onto Lux because we really want to not lose too much early, because this build can get a little tricky since your porcelains don't come till later in the game. So I want to hold as much as my health as possible right now because I know it might get tricky towards late game to get everything we need. And I'm hoping Gary can give me an early Amumu, but that did not happen. I did manage to get a 2-star Alawi locked in the shop, but the Amumu would be really helpful because that will actually tick porcelain, which right now is not ticked. And one of those stupid wastes of time gave us a temporary item, so we lined everyone up in the back because distance doesn't matter when it comes to porcelains or arcanists or any of those. We're not running snipers here where it would have mattered the distance between them. It is time for the second set of augments, and I'm sort of stuck with a what's the least bad, because nothing here is interesting. Crash Test Dummies, I don't love them this season, but in conjunction with Lux's stun, it might be helpful. And we'll hyperspeed through some of these fights because they just are taking a lot longer than I would like them to. I would also like to have a 2-star Lux at this point, but we haven't even gotten a second one. One of the problems I find with some of these, what I call pigeonhole augments, is that you're counting on getting certain champs that usually are easy to get, but sometimes you just don't get them. As you can see from our bench, we managed to get 2-star Alawis, but still have not picked up a single second Lux. We're locked for the 2-star Amumu and have a Lux in the shop, but we don't have the power coming out of the backline yet. Our front line's holding up nicely, but without the power, you're not going to win. We managed to 2-star our Lux, we have a 2-star Amumu, so we're getting there, but we still need that one more Arcanist to get to the 6 so we can actually have the big power spike. Other teams are going to be able to easily get through us before then. It is time for the final set of augments, and this is going to end up with a bit of a quandary because we have the Unleashed Arcana where we can get a lot of powerful items, or the Arcanist Crown. Arcanist Crown solves our Arcanist problem immediately, but ultimately we need the items to be really strong. We need these champions to have a lot of power, so we have to hope that we can roll and get something like Syndra to be an additional Arcanist, our 6th, and that will give us a good power spike across the board. An Arcanist is nice because it's both a team-wide and individual trait. It's going to give more AP to the team as a whole, but a lot more AP to the individual Arcanist. So you're going to notice Lux and Syndra now doing a lot more damage, as well as Alawi, who is an Arcanist/tank. And the overall strategy with the Crash Test Dummies seems to be working because as soon as they're becoming unstuck from the dummies, Lux is casting and holding them in place, which allows Syndra to get a lot of damage in. Right now, Lux is carrying simply because she is 2 stars and just holding things down for the rest of the team. And we are lucky enough to get our gold 3-star Alawi and an additional Syndra as we make some item choices. Here, it's probably time to tank up Alawi as well, since she is now up at gold 3 stars, so we can pick up the Dragon's Claw. Then, since we want to go for the 4 porcelain, we brought in Ashe, and we can give her an Infinity Edge, so we're putting out at least a little bit of AD damage. Then, lucky roll time, we can 2-star the Ashe and the Syndra all at once, and then start picking up additional Syndras. And a fully itemized 6 Arcanist 2-star Syndra is a little bit mean. You can see that she just chews through a 3-star Nico and then ultimately turns her Venom on Bard and leads the damage charts. Your ultimate goal of this point is to get Alessandra, who will actually be a better 6th Arcanist than Ahri, and that also gives us the 4 porcelain. We can take the items off of Lux, put them onto Lysandra, and we're good to go. If we had been in danger of going to a 3-star Lux, I likely would have kept the items on her, but at this point, we haven't picked up additional Luxes, so it's going to be better on Lysandra. Lysandra can give us additional gold, she can give us additional items, and is just generally more powerful, but ultimately, it's bringing in Ashe, as you can see, that helps win this round. And we'll bring in Hui to give us the possibility of getting more champions. Pick up a Spear of Sojin for Lux, and then the Ionic Spark for Alawi, because that will give us some magic shred up front, which is going to be very good since our team is really relying mostly on magic. Once we get the additional Syndra, it is time to put her on the Hui circle, so we have a shot of getting to the gold 3-star Syndra. But you can see this team is holding up really well. Alawi is just not going down, and our backline is able to destroy the things that get in close. This combination is pretty potent, especially with the Augment. And say it with me, we are now into the top 4. So this fight has now become basically meaningless. So I've got a Syndra in the shop, and no matter the result of this fight, Hui is going to create another Syndra. So at the end of it, I will have a gold 3-star Syndra, and while they have a gold 3-star Volibear, it's not going to hold up against the gold 3-star Syndra. That will get made thanks to Hui right there. And there she is, the gold 3-star Syndra, and we can now bring in Azir just to finish off the team. And I would say final item choices, but with Lysandra, it's never really final. Out of this group, we can go ahead and add more AD to Ashe. Then we have 2 anvils to open. At this point, either Nashter's Tooth or Rabadon's Death Cap for Lux, just to give her more power. And for the final anvil, it will just be more Lux power, Archangel Staff, or Rabadon's Death Cap. Either one will work pretty well. It's just a matter of making her stronger. But with the gold 3-star Lysandra, I'm not really concerned about the result anymore. And I want you to take in for a moment all the 3-star gold champs on this opposing team. You have the Riven, the Crazy Plant Lady, Sivir, and Garen, but nothing is going to stand up to the gold 3-star Syndra. Well, there are champs in the game that can, but not at a lower level. It's going to take another 3-star 4-cost to have a real chance. And we are down to the 1v1 winner-take-all, and while they have Volibear, Aatrox, and Senna all at gold 3 stars, again, Syndra's just going to tear through them. You need to combat the 3-star 4-cost with a gold 3-star 4-cost to really have a viable chance, and it's quickly GG for everyone. Hope you enjoyed this video as we continue on our gold 3-star 4-cost journey, and as always, have an absolutely awesome day.